YouTube, man, what it is, what it ain't. It's your boy, Soulful Since Tay, and welcome back to another episode of Soulful Sundays, where we express our individuality through the vice of fragrance, which, like the soul, every fragrance can be unique. Blessing, Soulful family. Appreciate y'all for tapping in to another weekly rotation. In today's video, as y'all know, we're going to discuss the fragrances I went through, was wearing, and enjoying this week. If you want to know what those fragrances are, stay tuned. All right, Soulful family, welcome back to today's video. Appreciate y'all for staying tuned. And coming up first on last Sunday, man, we had a day. It was still warm, like the fall. Fall is kicking in, but it's warm during the day, cool at night. So I wanted to revisit one of the fragrances that I recently added to the collection, but I really didn't know how, I felt about it just yet. And that fragrance was none other than Day Three's Royal Reflection. Off initial impressions, I thought it was going to be a little bit too feminine for me, but I just had to let it sit, let the juice macerate just a little while longer. And I can say I'm truly enjoying this. I honestly can. From the fresh, bright citruses in here from the grapefruit, the tardiness, how it mixes so well with this elegant rose in here. And if I'm not mistaken, it's some musk or some woods in the dry down, but I think it's musk. But man, this is truly still unisex and lean and feminine, I would say, but it's truly a remarkable fragrance. I'm really enjoying it. On Sunday, started off high, about low 80s, and then dipped into the cooler weather, but this was perfect for that type of weather. Royal Reflection, get your nose on it for you or either for your lady. Check it out. And we're going to dive right into Tuesday. This fragrance, I got a full review coming for this soon because I finally got a full bottle. And that is none other than Kajal's Icon. Been wanting this fragrance for over a year, had a couple of decants just because I couldn't find it in the price I was willing to pay for it. But on Monday, I went with this beautiful passion fruit, ginger, slightly woody, musky fragrance. Man, it's beautiful. Like I said, I'm not going to talk too much about this because I'm going to do a review soon. But on Monday, Kajal Aican got the job done. As this week continued to transpire, it started off warm and then fall really started to set in as the week started to go on. So on Tuesday, I end up going with another fruity, elegant, compliment getting fragrance on Tuesday, and that was Passion Rose from Lorenzo P. Because I butcher his last name every time, so I'm gonna put the name somewhere over there or something like that. But Lorenzo's Passion Rose, man, another great juice. Like I said, it was starting off kind of warm, high 70s, and going into that cooler weather. And this is a great transition fragrance simply because it has enough body to deal with the colder weather and it performs and shines bright in that warmer weather. This is one of those fragrances that truly, shines when you have a great breeze and you can catch the wind and pull compliments. The fruits in here is another passion fruit, citrus. You got some lemon, bergamot, a beautiful rose note in here, some vanilla. One of those fragrances just going to get compliments, boost your mood, uplift the environment, uplift your aura, and just perform great and get the job done. So that was Tuesday. Lorenzo P. Passion Rose. And on Wednesday, we're going to just run right on through these. Ain't going to be too many edits, too many things. On Wednesday, the weather started to really cool down, especially in the morning times when I get up and start my work day. So I wanted to go with something with a little bit more body, a little bit more seductive, just, a little bit more warmth. So I ended up going with Attraction Fatale from the house Reisiger Parfums. This is Curly's fragrance, and it is a dent in there. You can see. Don't let people on the internet try to say, people was on the back because who she was. This is truly a great juice. It's a warm, ambery, vanillic, ambroxan, spicy style fragrance. Definitely great for date night, the cooler weather. Like I said, the amber, the vanilla, the black pepper in here is done and blended very, very well. This is definitely a fragrance you can go with as far as a signature scent for the cooler weather, or it has enough sexiness and seductiveness to be a great date night fragrance. I will say, if you do wear it on date night, definitely, definitely hold off your spray because this does perform well and project. On Wednesday, Attraction Fatales from Rising Up Our Farms. All right, so family, and we are back. Coming up next is one of my favorite Rose Ooze fragrances. Like I said, towards the end of the week, as the weather started to cool down, I simply wanted to go with just some more heavier, more seductive, sexy fragrances. So none other than on Thursday, I went with Octavians from Electimus. And even though this fragrance has a harsh opening, it truly does. But if you get past that, about that 10-15 minute mark, that's when the beauty of this fragrance really starts to shine with that rose. It's so beautifully jammy. It has multiple roses here, if I'm not mistaken, because it's kind of powdery, it's kind of jammy, it's very unique. And then the way the oud accents and blends with those roses, you got some soft spices in here. It might be cinnamon, undertones of fruits and things like that nature. That really makes this fragrance stand out and pop, especially in the air. This is one of those fragrances, the wind catch it, somebody's going to stop you wherever you are and ask you what you're wearing. This is a compliment getter, uplifting fragrance. Very beautiful rose oud. If you haven't tried it, definitely get a sample, check it out. Get past that first 10-15 minutes, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. You're going to love Octavian from Electimus. And coming right on up, straight into it, Friday's fragrance, payday fragrance. I just wanted to go with something I couldn't wait to get my wearers in some more with some cooler weather, and that's none other than Day Three's Ailen. This is my favorite fragrance from the house. That vanilla, that rose, that slight sweet woody oud that's in here, the creamy vanilla tones. Man, some light spices in here if I'm not mistaken. Man, this is just a great juice. Great juice. You didn't know it's made from his fragrance inspired by his daughter, but Friday was payday for me. I was feeling good, nice cool weather. It was in the low 60s, and I just wanted to wear a great juice. I work, I know I drive trucks, so it ain't too many encounters with people, but this right here, I did get a compliment where I was at picking up my load. Somebody asked me who it was, what it was. I sent them told them about the house of Day Three. It's really one of my most recommended houses to a lot of people, especially people diving into fragrances and just wanting to smell different. But Alien Man, just is such a beautiful juice. Beautiful beauty juice. Uplifting, warm, spicy, vanillic, aromatic, not too much, not too little. Check it out. From the house of Day Three, we have Ayla. And so for family, to end off the week, I end up working this Saturday as well, getting to the money. Just wanted to be bold, wanted to be loud, just wanted to be outside, getting to some coin. So I went with none other than Scorpion Intense from the House of Odium. And what you're getting here is road, oud, and spices. You get some woods in the undertone, but mainly this is a loud beast mode rose oud fragrance. I wouldn't say it's the highest of quality, but it's not, your clone house or designer house quality either. This is definitely well blended. If you really like ouds that, is not going to cost an arm and a leg, you like the rose concept with it. Some undertones of fruits, but more so it focuses on the rose, the oud, and the spices. Odium Intense is going to be one. Odium Scorpion Intense is going to be one. As you see, I got a big dent in this too. It's going to be one of those fragrances that's going to get the job done if you're looking for a beast mode rose oud that still can be elegant in the way that it wafts in the wind. Um, with it being beast mode, this is something you want to wear outdoors or in a big area. If not, you can wear it indoors. 1 or 2 sprays is all you're going to need. But so for family, that was the weekly rotation. Starting off today, not sure what I'm gonna put on, but I'm gonna figure it out shortly. But all right, Soulful family, appreciate y'all for tapping in. That was my time. But until next Sunday, coming back with another weekly rotation, maybe a full review. Who knows? See how the wind blows. But until next time, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We are still on the road to 500 giveaway coming soon. Until then, peace and love. Blessings.